This is episode 49 of SKATCAST, Steve.
Feels like we've done way more.
Well, between the SKATCAST Network's free shows and the Patreon Litterbox, I think we've done almost 200 shows this year.
That's way too many.
Right, well, this one's kind of a special
You
one.
mean it ends now and we can go home?
Okay, although I probably come across as a cynical, semi-nihilistic, partial misanthropic, neo-skeptic, wannabe comedian, try-hard, pseudo-intellectual atheist cunt.
Oh, you dirty.
With kind of abrasive views on government.
Yeah, that'll get you some sponsors.
With all that said, I love Christmas, and I love my neighbors. I love living in this country, and this week and next week's SKATCAST podcasts for Tuesdays are dedicated to Jesus' birthday. And out of 5 SKIT-SKATS we have for you today, the cast of SKATCAST is proud to present A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
What, are we just going into it?
Well, let's do the intro song first. Give me some SKIT-SKATS! And we've got all your holiday SKIT-SKATS. We're going to lead it off with A Christmas Carol, and then we're going to do our own Steve the Reindeer SKIT-SKAT.
I'm not proud of this.
Then we do Santa Claus Crime Fighter.
Even your dead mom ain't proud of that.
Yeah, I think she's getting some dirty looks in heaven.
Yikes.
Then we've got Marnia Dumb and Book of Shmoggifax Dumb.
Ugh.
Right, but the whole cast is very excited for A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
We're getting kicked off the island for sure.
Oh God, and how. Nurse Fairy rhymes gold.
Sleep, sleep, little baby. Sleep, little baby, you sleep. SKATCAST is here to harvest your fears and show you the horrors of life. It's SKATCAST Nursery Rhymes.
Really fairy tales, but whatever.
'Tis the fucking season, you former milk pirates and now current booty sniffers. Let's dig into this holiday season with a very special presentation of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Can you handle that shit, children?
Yeah.
Well, good, then sit there and shut the fuck up. Let's meet Ebeneezer Scrooge. Once upon a time, many Christmases ago, there lived an old son of a bitch named Ebeneezer Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Humfuck. Now, besides being an old crotchety bastard, he just so happened to be the richest man in town.
I love money.
Was he rich enough to send a wiener-shaped rocket into space?
No idea what that is.
No, but everyone in town knew of him.
I am pretty famous.
But it wasn't because he was popular or generous. It was mainly because he was a cunt.
Hey, now.
And in the town he lived, his name became synonymous with being a greedy son of a bitch.
They're just jealous.
Now, Ebeneezer the rich cunt had made his fortune from banking.
I'm so glad people don't know how compound interest works.
He said like some scum.
All hail the conformity of the masses.
Now, he made all this money with a banking partner and friend known as Jacob Marley. And together they did everything they could to fuck people over.
This orphanage is a day late on their rent.
Jacob Marley said many years before.
Let's kick those bums the fuck out.
Ebeneezer said, and they did. And together they squeezed every cent of profits out of every endeavor. Now, of course, they would loan people money when they needed it. But if you were even a minute late or a penny short, they would take everything you had, even the gauges out your ears. And for decades, they acquired wealth.
You know, Jacob,
Ebeneezer said to his partner,
I only like 2 things in life.
Oh yeah, what are those?
Orgasms and money.
Ebeneezer said with a crack of a smile.
Indeed.
Marley concurred.
Right, so I'm gonna go jerk off on our money again.
And for years, they would take turns. Soon, Jacob Marley passed away. Probably from all the booze, cocaine, and devil-themed orgies.
Actually, that was a shellfish allergy that did me in.
Jacob said, adding nothing to the story.
It's not nothing.
Now, a few years later, we found Scrooge sitting alone in his office in the dark. He would sometimes think of his old partner when he would spill his dusty old baby batter all over his money. But to clear his mind, he would count and clean his gold coins.
Goddamn, this money's making me hot.
But old Ebeneezer wasn't exactly alone in his office, so he partook in his second favorite thing to do with his time, micromanage the fuck out of his employee, Bob Crachett.
What you doing there, Bob?
He said, standing menacingly over the timid man.
Oh, hey, boss, I'm just doing the stuff you asked for.
Oh, where the fuck is my report?
Scrooge said, spitting the oysters he had for lunch in the man's face.
Just a couple more hours, almost done.
Old Bob said, sitting at a tiny little desk with his teeth chattering from the cold.
Mr. Scrooge,
He said like a little bitch.
you know, I think I could work a lot faster if it was warmer in here. I mean, my fingers are completely frozen.
He said, holding up his gnarled-ass fingers.
Weak.
Now, Mr. Scrooge had a roaring fire in his office. Nice big fireplace. But Bob had a tiny little coal heater. And Ebeneezer said to the man,
Aren't you a whinging little twat?
I can see my breath in here.
That coal doesn't grow on trees, Crachett. I'm not paying you to be comfy.
But old Bob certainly was not comfy. And he persisted.
Just one more piece of coal to help stop the forming of icicles in my nose, please.
He begged.
Fine.
Ebenezer spit.
But it's coming out of your pay, of course.
Never mind.
What about the filing I asked you to do?
I'm certain I can get it done by next week.
Next fucking week.
Scrooge said like a dick.
I imagine it'll take you till next week because you're such a goddamn lazy sumbitch.
No, I've been working on the other things.
Well, you can come in tomorrow and finish the filing.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Tomorrow's Christmas Day, Mr. Scrooge.
So what?
So I need to spend time with my family, especially Tiny Tim.
Who the hell's that, your cat?
Oh, he's my 6th son, and I don't know how many Christmases I have left with him.
He said with misty eyes.
Yeah, that's very touching.
Scrooge said dryly.
At least let me have dinner with my family.
And Scrooge thought about it for a minute. In his head, the little voices said,
To be or not be a cunt. Save the money. If we give him a day off, he'll want more days off. Let's go jerk off on money. Did he mention something about a sick kid? Sooner he leaves, sooner we can pull our dick out.
and other such thoughts. But eventually Scrooge said to the man,
Fine, you've warmed my heart. You only have to work a half day tomorrow.
Okay.
But I expect you to work through the New Year's.
he said, still spitting oyster residue on his underling.
Oh, bless you, Mr. Scrooge. Thank you.
And you can get the hell out of here now if you want.
You know it.
Bob said as he grabbed his coat and hat. And as he opened the door, he said to Mr. Scrooge,
Have yourself a Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
and Scrooge said to the man,
Bah humfuck, get the hell out of here.
and with that, Ebeneezer Scrooge slammed the door at Mr. Crachett.
God damn, he's a dick.
And old Ebeneezer went back to his desk and sat.
These idiots and their Christmas.
He said aloud as he went over papers with a scowl.
Morons.
He said,
a lot of them.
Mean.
Fuck them.
Rude.
I'm gonna go jerk off on money.
And he did, and then he went home, and then he heard jingling, jangling sounds.
What the hell?
At first he thought it was some children outside jingling and jangling.
Fucking kids.
But he soon realized it was coming from inside the house.
Who's there?
The chains continued to jangle, and he realized the sound was coming from upstairs, so he made his way from room to room.
Who's there?
But each room was empty, and after going through several rooms, he began to think he was going mad.
I should probably lay off the absinthe.
And suddenly he heard moaning from behind him.
Oh, Ebeneezer! Who's there?
Scrooge's face turned white at the sight of his old dead friend.
It's me, you asshole, Jacob Marley.
Ebeneezer stared with his mouth open as he saw his transparent friend's figure just there floating.
What the fuck are you?
I'm a ghost, you dumbass.
What's with the chains?
Well, that's why I'm here, Ebeneezer.
Is it really you?
Ebeneezer asked, putting his hand through the transparent body of his old dead friend.
Ebeneezer Scrooge.
The apparition bellowed.
Get your fucking hand out of there.
Sorry, you really are a ghost.
That's what I fucking said. Now listen.
And Scrooge dropped to the floor.
I've come here to give you a grave warning.
Ebenezer's eyes widened.
You gotta change your wicked ways, Ebeneezer.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
Abe retorted.
Then you'll be destined to be cursed like me.
Meh.
I forged these chains through a lifetime of greed and heartlessness.
The ghost of Jacob said with a ghostly tear.
Yeah, we did have some fun.
No, you asshole. You and I were evil.
Yeah, we sinned against God pretty damn hard, didn't we?
I know you well, old friend.
Yeah.
The pain that I've suffered will be worse for you.
Oh shit, how is it over there anyway?
Ebeneezer, you can't go to the bathroom, but you feel like you have to all the time.
Nothing new.
I'm hungry all the time, but there's no food over here.
No ghost food, I gotta remember that.
Quiet. Tonight you will be visited by 3 ghosts.
I'm really not in the mood for company.
They're gonna try to open your dumb fucking heart.
Ouch, that one hurt.
And if they can't teach you, then you'll be fucked for all time like I am.
And the ghostly apparition disappeared before Ebenezer could ask a follow-up question.
What the fuck is in our drinking water around here?
He said, looking around, seeing no evidence of what just happened.
I have gotta be out of my fucking mind.
He thought to himself, but he decided he needed a little brandy and to sleep it off, so he retired to his bedroom. Now, he had not been asleep long when the window opened by its fucking self.
Holy shit.
And a cold winter wind blew into his room. So he jumped from his bed to close the window, and sadly, he slept in the nude. So you can imagine the shrinkage. Go ahead, imagine it.
I'm wearing a bathrobe, you fuckwit.
Could you picture his balls? A producer said from the other room. Now, when he turned around from closing the window, he saw the transparent form of a beautiful woman.
My penis is bigger when it's not cold.
He said, hiding his shame with his bathrobe.
It's a grower.
This woman floated there with flowing hair and a blue light. Ebeneezer was a bit speechless.
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
The voice echoed.
Christmas.
Ebenezer said in a huff.
Bah humfuck.
And his surprise turned to anger.
If this is some sort of ploy for charity, you're not getting it. What the fuck are you doing in my house?
And he started to go off, but the ghost slapped him, and she said,
Bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm not here for your money.
She said in a firm but fair voice.
Why are you in my bedroom?
I've come to rekindle your love of Christmas.
She said.
Love of Christmas? I hate Christmas. It's just an excuse for lazy moron cunts to do lazy moron cunt shit, and I hate them, and I hate them. I hope they die.
He said, frothing with foam at the sides of his mouth.
You say that, you old greasy bastard.
The ghost said.
But you weren't always this walking piece of shit with a hairpiece.
And her hands became solid, and she grabbed him by the wrist.
I'm gonna show you something.
Oh, hell yeah.
He said, dropping his robe.
Fucking no, not that.
And in an instant, Ebenezer was fully dressed and outside of a window.
What the?
It was a window he had looked into many times before. He was looking into the house where he grew up.
One time I got locked out the house and had to take a shit over in that corner.
That's very nice, Ebenezer. Would you just look in the fucking window?
Oh, yeah.
Inside the house, he saw a little boy opening a present. A smile on his face as big as some shit that's big.
Look at the joy on that chitrin's face.
The ghost, he said.
So much joy and purity and love.
And the ghost floated up next to the awestruck Scrooge, and she leaned into his ear and asked,
Why are you such a cunt now?
Well,
what happened to that little boy, Ebenezer?
Scrooge didn't answer. He knew that little boy was himself, but he didn't know why he became the way he was. He liked touching himself with money. The more the better.
Yeah, basically.
You've fallen a long way, Ebenezer.
The spirit said. Scrooge kind of gathered hold of himself and said back,
Times change, people. Circumstances change.
But the ghost looked at him and said,
Some things changed like dog poop. You know, remember those white dog poops back in the 80s?
Yeah.
You're like one of those dog poops from the 80s that's white.
And then she disappeared, leaving Scrooge with those thoughts. And he found himself back in his bedroom again.
Well, this is going to be a long night.
He thought, and he tried to go back to sleep, but he remembered what Marley said.
3 ghostly fuckers are coming.
Fuck.
And the idea of another paranormal visitor kept him tossing and turning all night, until at some point he thought he heard a noise.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
There was a loud thump, and it came from the kitchen, and he snuck through the hallway with his little beat stick in hand. And when he peeked in, he saw a bounty of his food sitting on the counter.
What the shit?
Someone
someone was cooking, and their taste buds were weird as fuck. Motherfucker made a sandwich with a whole fish on it, and pickles. I think there was some ice cream and pie in there, and several cans of okra. And Ebeneezer wondered, who could eat like this and not be dead? And when the refrigerator door closed, he wished he hadn't wondered. For the second ghost was a giant of a man.
Oh my god, this stuff looks delicious.
The round and rosy ghost said, getting ready to mow down. Are you a ghost too? Ebeneezer worked up the courage to ask.
I absolutely am.
He said with a mouthful of sandwich.
I am the ghost of Christmas present.
Are you here to show me more visions? Ebeneezer asked, scratching his head. And how are you able to eat food if you're a ghost?
It's complicated.
Okay.
And yes, I came here to show you visions.
And the ghost looked down at his ghost watch.
Oh shit, we probably should hurry up. There's something important you need to see.
And the giant grabbed him by the wrist.
Hold on.
And like a blast of lightning, they were in Bob Cratchett's fucking house. What are we doing here? He said, looking around the family's dining room. Why are we at Bob's house?
Just look.
Bob Cratchett sat at the head of the table.
Quiet down, everyone.
He said to his wholesome little chitrons.
We love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
The little shit said.
I love you, Daddy.
Tiny Tim wheezed.
We all love you, honey.
Mrs. Crachett said.
You guys are the best.
And he led them in prayer.
Lord, thank you for the glorious banquet that you've provided for us on this Christmas Eve.
And Scrooge scoffed a bit.
What, is there a turkey behind that little pigeon they're serving?
Nope, that's their feast.
What, that little bird for this whole family?
It was the largest bird they could afford.
And then he explained how inflation was outpacing salaries and wages, and how the supply chain was broken, and how the same damn cunts that broke the damn thing want to fix it. How's that a thing? No.
Well, that's quite a lot.
And old Bob Cratchett continued his prayer.
Bless Aunt Susan, and let's hope her toe heals quickly.
And as the prayer went on, Scrooge wondered why they were so happy with such little to eat.
We love Aunt Susan.
Yeah, she's something.
When the prayer continued,
And bless Matthew Pernar and Sean Burrett, Chris Eason, Jose Montez, Donald Fisher, and Jason Glaser for being fat cats.
Bob Cratchett said,
Signing up for fucking $100 a month at Patreon.
he exclaimed to the Lord for his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scrooge just stared at this loving bunch of carbon-based water sacks.
How can they love each other when they're poor as fuck?
But the ghost was quiet, and Bob continued.
Lord, please look after our family, and for Tiny Tim especially, because he's fucking sick, and you did that, I guess, but whatever, you kind of know what's best, I guess.
Wait, that child is sick?
Scrooge looked up and asked the ghost.
He's told you that like 1,000 times.
Ebeneezer really never paid attention, but now he watched the boy. He was small and underweight, and in fact he carried a tiny little crutch.
I don't feel good, Daddy.
I know, Tiny Tim, I'm sorry I can't afford shit.
Yeah, your father tries, but you know that's Scrooge.
Now, Mrs. Cratchit, Lord, let us bless Ebeneezer Scrooge.
What are you talking about, husband?
She said with a
I
scowl.
want him to have a Merry Christmas.
His wife's face turned red.
You're really gonna pray for that lint-licking poop bag?
She said, filtering her words in front of her
I've
chitrons.
never met such a despicable man, and you don't get paid nearly enough for the work you do.
Now, honey.
He said like this was a conversation they'd had a few times.
If he paid you more, we wouldn't have to live in this hovel.
Right.
And we could get Tiny Tim some aspirin and an inhaler.
Well-
We're Scrooge.
And in that moment, she began to cry. And as Bob Cratchit held his wife, he said to her,
You're acting crazy in front of the chitrin.
but then he said,
At least we have a roof over our heads, huh? And we have each other, right?
I should have married your brother.
We should all be thankful for what we have.
and the family all hugged at the dinner table or some shit. And while Ebeneezer would never admit it, he had a bit of a tear in his eye.
Tell me, Spirit, what will happen to Tiny Tim? Will he get better?
If nothing changes, no.
The spirit said,
The child will die.
I see.
when the ghost showed the empty chair and the sadness of the family missing Tiny Tim.
Spirit, you can't do that. He's just a little boy.
And Ebenezer tried to grab the giant and shake him, but he was, a ghost, so that didn't work.
Oh, yeah. This isn't justice, and you know it.
And with that, the ghost of Christmas present faded away.
See ya.
And Scrooge was left alone in his kitchen.
One more ghost to go.
Instead of going to bed, he went to his study, and he waited, for he knew the final ghost would be with him soon. And every minute that ticked by on his grandfather's clock was worse than the last. And somewhere in the dark of the night as he began to fade, a cold wind woke him up, despite all the windows and doors being closed. And as he sat up, he could see an image starting to form in the dark.
Who's there?
He said, shivering a bit.
Hello?
And out of the shadows walked a dark cloaked figure. He looked like death himself. And with a single bony hand, he gestured for Scrooge to follow him.
You want me to follow you?
And as Scrooge followed the shadow ghost down the hallway, he found himself at a funeral.
Oh, shit.
But nobody was there except for the man in the coffin and a very bored priest.
Ashes to ashes, blah, blah, blah.
What sort of man can die and have no one come to his funeral?
He asked the shadow ghost nervously.
Doesn't anyone love him or miss him?
But the ghost said nothing, and they continued to walk into the cold, snowy night, and Scrooge just followed a few steps behind.
Wait, this is town square.
Scrooge said, and the ghost of what Scrooge assumed was Christmas future said nothing, but he stopped.
I'm glad that old bastard died.
One older lady said to another lady,
He was a real bastard.
said another, and a passerby came by and said,
I stole these shoes off his ass before they buried him.
and they all three laughed about how the man they were talking about was a cunt.
Did you hear that?
Scrooge asked the ghost death. The spirit continued to glide.
They must have really hated that man to steal from the dead.
Still silent, and Ebenezer followed through the freshly fallen snow until they came to a vast graveyard.
What? Spirit, why have you brought me here?
The giant's bony hand pointed in the distance.
Wait, over here?
And Scrooge tried to follow where the ghost was pointing.
What, how about this way?
But Ebeneezer was surrounded with a sea of stones.
Can we do like the hot-cold thing? Am I getting warmer?
Nervously, he worked his way through the headstones, occasionally looking back at the ghost to see if he was getting close.
Am I warmer? Come on.
But the ghost would say nothing ever. And one time when Ebenezer looked over his shoulder to see what the ghost was doing, he tripped on the root of a tree and fell into the dirty snow.
Dead son of a...
And as he looked up, he saw an old grave that had been unattended and overgrown.
I am compelled.
As he pulled off the ivy and wiped away the grime, he could read clearly the name on the tombstone.
Here lies Ebeneezer Scrooge,
he said aloud, expecting to read something about his life or something else.
That's it?
But no one in town could think of anything nice to say about him.
God damn it.
And putting "here lies a cunt" on the damn thing would be kind of unchristian-like.
Yeah.
Now, Ebenezer thought about the things that people were saying in town square.
That shit was about me.
Their voices swam in his head.
That motherfucker stole my shoes.
And Ebenezer broke down and he started to cry.
Spirit, this can't be my future.
He sobbed.
I want more than to be hated and then forgotten.
Still nothing from the Grim Reaper ghost. But suddenly he had an idea.
Wait,
he said, springing to his feet, his old-ass knees creaking.
Oh, now you wouldn't show me these things if I couldn't change them.
Still nothing from the big guy.
No, I get it now, I get it.
He said, springing about.
I can change, Spirit, you'll see. I'll be kind and generous from now on.
And as he jumped to kick his heels twice, he found himself back in his bed like Dorothy.
Wait, what?
It was morning, and at first his mind was blank as he yawned.
What the hell?
And as he rolled over to scratch his bowels,
rich people bed.
He remembered the night he fucking had.
Oh, that's right, I can redeem myself.
And he sprang to the window and opened it, and he yelled to the first person he could see.
You there, children.
What is it?
What day is today?
Why, it's Christmas Day, sir.
Well, fuck me running, I didn't miss it.
And they tossed a small bag of money to the boy.
Take this and buy the biggest fucking turkey that the butcher's got.
Okay.
And you take that shit to the Cratchett's house.
Who are they?
And you keep the change for your troubles, you little punk.
And the chitrin did what he was told.
I've got some shopping to do.
And a little while later, there was a knock at Bob Cratchett's door.
Who the fuck comes over on Christmas unannounced?
He said to his wife.
That's probably carolers.
But when Bob Cratchett opened his door, he was promptly knocked over by like 15 people.
Go this way, over here. What's everybody doing?
A line of folk marched into his dining room carrying plump meats, mashed potatoes and gravy, biscuits, not a single fucking yam, because that would be terrible. And there was pies and candies and presents for the chitrins.
What is all this?
And as he said that, someone grabbed a hold of his hand. And behind a load of wrapped Christmas presents, Bob was shocked to see his boss.
Mr. Scrooge?
He said with confusing chemicals surging throughout him.
I was just about to go get ready for work.
Bob said nervously.
Work? Well...
Yeah, I could be there in like 10, 15 minutes.
It's Christmas now, isn't it, Bob?
Well, yes, but yesterday you said...
And Scrooge put his hand on his shoulder, interrupting him, and said,
Yesterday I was a cunt, Bob, but that was before I had some seriously fucked up supernatural experiences last night.
I see.
Also, you deserve a vacation because you work so hard.
I do?
Of course you fucking do.
his wife said, slapping him on the back of the head.
I don't want to see you back in work until after New Year's.
Well, I can't really afford to take much time off.
I'm tripling your salary, Bob.
What?
Oh, thank God.
You just be back there January 2nd at 9 o'clock or there'll be hell to pay.
He said with a hint of his old Gargamel side.
After all, my new partner can't be late.
Are you serious, Mr. Scrooge?
Oh yeah, here's your Christmas bonus.
And Bob Cratchit saw the number on the check and he fainted and he bashed his head on the table and he died. But the Cratchit family was taken care of for decades, as they were the recipients of Mr. Scrooge's will. And Ebeneezer Scrooge wasn't a cunt again until the day he died. The end.
Well, goddamn, Chipton, did somebody cut some onions in here?
I farted.
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, that was a Christmas carol. Goddamn, what are they feeding you? I hope you enjoy. All right, I gotta go. All right, we learned stuff. Merry Christmas, you motherfuckers. See you next week.
Can't believe we work hard on these things.
You know, it never feels like work, but I am trading off things. I'm not able to see people as much as I want to, and I'm just kind of doing this.
No one asked you to do this.
Well, I do want to say hello to my bosses, which there are quite a few.
Not enough for you to justify this madness.
Well, I'd say we're pretty close, at least. I think Steve's a little nervous because we're doing Steve the Reindeer next.
I hate working for you.
This nurse fairy rhyme fits into our C-Squad universe. Now let's see how.
Sleep, sleep, little babe.
Yep, you guys don't need to hear this again.
probably not.
All right, here we go.
Steve the Reindeer, here we go.
Sorry to my mama.
Well, hey there, you little former sperms. Gather round so I can tell you a Christmas story. Now, you know, not all stories can be written by Charles fucking Dickens, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this one sure as fuck wasn't written by him. It's called Steve the Reindeer, and this skit-scat may constitute a war crime.
Once upon a time in the North Pole, there was a reindeer named Steve.
Hey,
And Steve was one of those naturally gifted reindeer, but it wasn't all just handed to him, you know?
I work hard at being a reindeer.
Steve would say as he's doing sit-ups or whatever.
What?
Now, when it came to reindeer games, Steve was a natural.
I try hard.
He was probably on steroids.
No.
He dominated all the running events, all the powerlifting events, and he was a star at reindeer lacrosse.
Wow, Steve, you're the best reindeer of all.
Donner the reindeer said to Steve.
Oh, that's nice of you to say, Donner.
And Steve just started racking up reindeer game championships.
Yeah.
And the reindeer game redding championship goes to Steve the reindeer.
No, thank you very much.
And Steve stepped up to the podium.
I've been working all this time just so that one day I can be useful to Santa.
For that was the main goal of this here champion reindeer. For when Steve was a baby reindeer,
Hello.
his mommy and daddy reindeer put a lot of pressure on him.
You're
you're gonna grow up to be the best.
The daddy reindeer said to little Steve.
Really? One day you're gonna guide Santa's sleigh.
The mommy deer said.
And if you don't even bother coming home.
That's right.
The kind of dysfunctional reindeer parent said. But like I said, he would grow up to be a multiple-time reindeer game champion.
That's my boy there.
The father deer said, living vicariously through his baby deer.
Well, he's still not driving Santa's sleigh.
That's true.
And so the parents' expectations were still not met. Then one day at a press conference after the most highly contested reindeer games match of the year, a reporter who was also a polar bear asked,
Hey, Hoser, how come you're not Santa's guy yet, eh?
and Steve the reindeer said,
You know, I've been working really hard. I'd like to thank my coach,
who was also his dad.
who's also my dad, who writes my fucking ass.
Yeah, but why come not Santa yet?
Steve couldn't really answer.
Well.
He didn't really know why he hadn't been called up to Santa's sleigh team.
When my time comes, I'll be ready.
He said with a smile that never met his eyes. And he took his giant reindeer games trophy and went home.
Nothing matters unless I'm on Santa's team.
He said to himself as he set his trophy down next to his other trophies.
I'm sure this'll be the year.
But it wasn't. Santa's first string starting sleigh team was tight.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Dasher and Dancer
Yep.
and Prancer
Right.
and Vixen
Fuck.
and Comet
Yep.
and Cupid
Wow.
and Donner
Whoa.
and Toby. And the two deer on the bench were Blitzen and Robocop.
Wow.
And they were the coolest deer in the North Pole.
I just want to serve Santa.
And 2 more seasons passed, and old Steve had won the Fire Deer Open, the Strong Deer Maple Syrup Cup, and he won his 9th consecutive Flying Sled Pole Championship.
This has got to be the year.
Reindeer Steve said to himself.
Come on, Santa.
And again the press badgered him about Santa Claus.
Yeah, Binkle McScrew, North Pole Review.
Hi, Binkle.
Yeah, what's up with Santa? Does he not like you or something?
You know, it's really about the love of the reindeer games, and I just want to thank my coach.
And it went on like that throughout the Reindeer Games season. Reindeer Steve would win some shit, Santa would ignore it, and the press would taunt him.
I don't know why I haven't been chosen, Mom.
Steve the reindeer said to his mama.
I think it's your personality. You need personality classes.
She said.
You need to be better.
We only deserve love if you're the best.
Oh, but I am the best. I have all these trophies.
The best are on Santa's team.
And Steve was sad, and so he went out into the forest and just kind of dance cried. Look at him go, just laying down the moose. Get it, Steve, get it.
You came in like a wrecking ball.
Now, to become the grand champion of Reindeer Games, Reindeer Steve had to sacrifice quite a bit.
Fuck yeah, I did.
While he was beloved, he was pretty low on friends.
Oh, Reindeer Steve, you want to go hang out, bro?
Oh, I got practice.
What about tomorrow, bro?
I got to do front and back legs.
And between his endorsement deals, the Reindeer Games, and what little time he had at home, Steve had no time to nurture friendships, and he had been studded out so many times he was bored of sex.
Yeah, grand champion sperm. Here you go.
And then one Christmas season, something happened.
Steve, turn on the TV.
What is it, Mom?
Just turn it on. Fuck.
Fine.
And when Steve turned on the TV, the announcer guy said,
The rumors are true. Santa's backup sleigh team member Blitzen is down with a calf injury.
and Steve looked at his mom.
Now's your chance not to be a disappointment to us.
The mama deer said,
It's about time.
the father deer said, thinking he was being tough but fair.
Oh, this has got to be the year.
And it was.
I deserve love now.
Now, Steve wasn't first team Santa's sleigh, but he was the second backup.
Finally happened.
But Steve the reindeer's parents still were not
You
satisfied.
know, to be the best, you really gotta fly with Santa's team, don't you?
I would think first team.
The reindeer parents said, and Steve was sad.
So I guess we're cheering for injuries now.
Right.
And as bad luck for some and good luck for others would have it, on the worst possible day, Christmas Eve, Dancer and Prancer had to be taken from the first team due to flea and tick protocol.
This is my chance.
Only Reindeer Steve and a reindeer named Robocop were the backups. This was indeed his time to shine. And when the elves came,
Hey, Robocop, come on.
Wait, what about me?
Reindeer Steve asked confused.
Hey, not you this time, laddie.
Another elf said.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Santa chose Rudolph to guide his sleigh tonight.
Steve the reindeer felt the blood leave his face.
What do you mean Santa chose Rudy?
Calm down, Steve.
You see, Rudolph, or Rudy, was a lazy deer.
Hey, what's up?
While he did have some natural talent, he for sure cheated.
Rudy does steroids.
That doesn't matter. Santa needs performance.
I'm like a 9-time reindeer game champion.
Reindeer Steve pleaded, but it was no use.
I'm sorry.
And Steve the reindeer was devastated.
Rudy's a cheater.
He said to
He
himself.
wasn't even eligible to participate in any reindeer games.
So Steve did the only thing he thought could help. He went straight to Santa.
What the fuck, Santa?
He said, barging in on Santa's office.
Oh, Steve the reindeer.
Why didn't you pick me?
Oh, Steve.
I'd done everything right, Santa.
Oh, yes, you went to the right schools.
Yeah.
You know the right deer.
Donner's my bro.
Oh, but you're not a killer, Steve.
Wait, what?
Oh, Santa doesn't just deliver toys.
Okay.
I don't think you have the stomach for what Santa does.
I don't understand.
And Reindeer Steve wouldn't understand, because Reindeer Steve had been weighed and measured and found wanting.
You're really too soft for what I need a reindeer for.
Santa said right in Steve's little dumb face.
Fuck you, Santa.
Steve snapped.
Oh, I mean that in a good way. You're a nice deer.
Something inside Steve's mind cracked.
I'll fucking show you nice.
He said as he kicked over Santa's desk.
Oh, shit. Come on, Steve.
You ruined my life, Santa.
I don't understand.
And Steve kicked Santa right in his dick.
Oh, Oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, you're banished, Reindeer Steve.
And from that day forth, Reindeer Steve wasn't allowed near Elftown, New Elftown, Old Haunted Elftown, or Santa's North Pole Military Industrial Complex.
I fucking hate you, Santa.
And so angry Steve the reindeer just walked the North Pole, kind of just seething everywhere he was.
Oh, you fucking Santa.
Until one day he came across a little elf winter witch.
Hey there, Reindeer.
The winter witch said,
Yeah, hey.
What's your problem?
and Steve told her his problem.
And that's why I was banished by Santa.
And strange enough, this little elf winter witch was also banished by Santa.
I tried to stab him.
Goddamn, I want to destroy Santa.
He said in a rage,
You mean that?
Fuck yeah, I do.
and he did.
Very well then.
And so the witch cast a spell on Steve the reindeer.
I didn't say anything about this.
But it was too late. His body had transformed into a monster, something beyond terrifying, something abominable.
Now you're ready to take on Santa.
What have you done to me?
Steve now walked on two legs and was fugly as shit.
This is not what I wanted.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
And Steve the reindeer became Steve the abominable snowman. And he quickly became the winter witch elf's bitch.
You're gonna do my bidding.
She said,
Fuck, fine.
and it would soon become one of Santa Claus crime fighter's most dangerous adversaries.
Fuck Santa.
The end? Or is it?
Yikes, well, that was shit. I guess this is some sort of crossover, and I don't like it. I don't know what I learned. I feel like there weren't any morals in that, and we're all just cheering for cunts. So I think we're all secretly cunts. And this was Steve the reindeer, just awful. Awful. See you next week. Just fucking terrible.
Now you might be saying that seems like a lot of Christmas.
It's like a lot of garbage you pulled out of your ass.
Also, yes, Steve.
Yeah.
But there's more Christmas. You know, we've just kind of grazed along the edges of Santa Claus, and now it's time to dive right in, Steve.
You're trying to dive into Santa?
The lore of Santa. Damn it.
What?
Why is everyone trying to police words?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Everything's a fucking gotcha. Can we even talk about things anymore without gotcha?
We not ramble on and on.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
Yikes.
This is Santa Claus Crime Fighter.
Santa Claus is coming to town to bring the baddies down. Who the fear, the bringer of cheer, cause Santa's making his rounds. All the boys and girls will hear the bells of Santa's sleigh. The Santa Claus is coming to town to make the naughty pay. Santa Claus, the crime fighter. He's come to save the day. It's Santa Claus, the crime fighter. It's Jangle all of the way. This week on Santa Claus Crime Fighter, Jack Frost came to the door. Howdy-ho, I bring snow. And Santa, Batman, and Mrs. Claus reluctantly let him in. And now he wants to join Santa.
Welcome to Santa's recording studio, Jack Frost.
Santa said as he smiled at Batman sitting at the control station.
Oh, Heidi Hate, this seems great.
Jack Frost rhymed.
Oh, Santa, here, check it out.
Batman said as he grabbed his notebook.
What do you think about Jingle Bells? Batman rules. Robin ran away and died.
Okay.
The Batmobile has tank-style wheels.
Oh, does it?
Fucking not yet, but check this part out. And Joker laid an egg.
And Jack Frost thought to himself,
Those are the worst fucking lyrics. What a fucking moron.
and Santa said nothing because he knew Batman pretty good.
Yeah, why would the Joker lay an egg?
Jack Frost decided to say,
Nobody asked you, Jack Frost. Why would you let him in here, Santa?
Oh, calm down, Batman.
Oh, believe me, it's meant as constructive criticism.
Get fucked, you goofy elf-looking cunt.
Well, sit down, Batman.
Yeah.
Don't criticize.
Have peace.
Batman's art.
Nobody's criticizing anything.
The songmates, Batman. Feel bad.
Well, I'd be happy to help you write better lyrics.
Who the fuck's this clown, Santa?
You know who he is.
Why is he trying to help me?
Oh, why are you here, Jack Frost?
after Batman sat down, he said,
Well, simply put, I'm magic and you're magic, and we both like the winner, so maybe we should join forces.
and that made some sense to Santa. But it wasn't the first time that this offer had been on the table.
Oh, we tried this a few hundred years ago, remember, Jack?
But Jack didn't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you guys mind? Batman's gotta lay down some tambourine.
I got some lyrics for you, Batman.
Jack Frost continued.
Don't do it, Jack.
Santa pleaded.
Jingle bells, Batman died.
What?
Robin is writhing in hell. The Batmobile exploded, cuz Satan's cool as fuck.
And in that moment, Jack Frost changed form. Now standing before them was Satan himself.
Hello.
Oh, I knew you weren't the real Jack Frost.
Santa said, but
well.
at that moment, Satan took a stab at Santa's guts with his pitchfork. But Batman jumped in front of Santa. And the devil stabbed the fuck out of Batman.
Ouch!
Batman!
Batman fell to the floor.
I just wanted a pony, Santa.
You had dozens of ponies, Bruce.
Bruce just wanted a Santa pony.
And with that, Batman died in Santa Claus' arms.
Oh, no.
Well, don't feel too bad, Santa. I brought some new friends for you.
And busting through Santa's recording studio door came the demons Asmodeus, Boone, and Azazel.
We're here, my lord.
Excellent, Azazel. Have you secured Mrs. Claus?
Lucifuge is working on that now.
You've got Lucifuge with Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Azazel, you're supposed to be the smart one.
Asmodeus, Boone, go take care of
Now,
it.
have Lucifuge start slaying all the elves.
No!
And Santa watched as his world crumbled around him.
Hold still, Santa.
Azazel said as he grabbed hold of him.
Mrs. Claus!
Santa screamed, trying to shake the demon's hands.
Hold fucking still, you asshole.
But with the jolt of Santa's strength, he pushed himself away from the demon and pulled the fire alarm.
Asmodeus, God damn it, will you knock him out?
Yes.
And Santa was knocked unconscious.
Let's get him to hell. Make sure you burn the whole North Pole.
Yes, my lord.
But before Satan's orders could be carried out, the fire alarm stopped and all the demons exploded.
Wait, what?
And what in Santa's now soiled recording studio would appear? Oh crap, I'm late. Jesus Christ said, Santa, I am so sorry I'm late.
Jesus.
Satan said, surprised to see the omnipresent, all-knowing fucking son of God. Yeah, it's me, Satan. Boom. And with a flick of his finger, Satan was back in hell.
Jesus.
Santa said, wiping the tears and blood from his face.
Mrs. Claus.
Oh, I got you. All the demons are gone. Everything's fine.
Batman's dead.
But Jesus had resurrected Batman.
Santa.
Oh, Bruce. Hey, Jesus, what's going on?
Oh, hey, First Mammal.
Hello.
You know, I told Terry we were going to be late. And Terry was like, no, we're not going to be late. Jesus, you can just roll through time.
We're late.
We're totally late, but I fixed it.
That Terry's a dumb fucking dumb.
Exactly. First Mammal, you get it.
Oh, thank you so much, Jesus.
Yeah, I wish I could have got here a little bit earlier so you didn't have to feel all this pain and stuff, all this anguish. Yeah, but my guy Terry. Yep, he is terrible. That's right, First Mammal. Now, come to find out, my scribe has barely been writing any of this poop down, so I've got him doing like Sisyphus stuff.
He's rolling boulders up a hill.
That is correct, First Mammal. Terry is rolling boulders.
Wait, you knew this was going to happen to me, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many people forget that I know everything all the time, forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you could have called.
That's my bad. I got sidetracked with some shrimp.
I love shrimp, Jesus.
You keep eating all my shrimp, First Mammal, you little rascal.
Santa Claus and cried for time. He's come to save the day. It's Santa Claus and cried for time. It's jangle all of the way.
You summoned me, my lord.
Azazel, yes, I see you've been put back together.
Yes, my lord.
Well, that shit did not fucking turn out like I planned.
Yes, my lord.
And I really kind of blame you, demons.
I'm sorry, lord.
Yeah, you fucking should be. But it's not entirely your fault.
Jesus is all powerful.
Oh, there's that and your dumb demon genetics.
My lord.
I gotta be honest, I didn't really put a lot of effort into you guys.
Lord.
Totally half-assed you guys, made you out of crap just laying around.
That saddens me, lord.
Oh, don't be sad, you did your stupid best. And you know, consolation prize, I got to stab the fuck out of Batman.
Santa Claus, crime fighter.
You do a lot of mushrooms, don't you?
Not enough mushrooms, Steve.
Right, here we go.
Here we go on down to Marnia.
Yikes.
And let me tell you, 2023 for Liam the Monster Hunter.
Disappointing.
No, Steve, we're going to add a baby.
What? No, every show adds a baby.
We're going to add 2 more CGI characters.
There's a podcast and they can't see it.
We're going to add Humpty Dumpty, turn it into a musical, and add Muppets, baby.
I thought the Muppets turned you down.
Oh, that's right, the Fluppets. We're going to use Fluppets.
I seriously hate this company.
Whatever. This is a Liam the Monster Hunter double short, so it's kind of like a medium. And you can only find it here on the SKATCAST Network. Liam the Monster Hunter Shorts. Liam the Monster Hunter Shorts. So Liam and the other douches have traveled off the map to a place known to Marnians as the Outer Land. It's a land of mystery and intrigue and fuck-off rocks, which the wizard needs to find so he can be reinstated. I have no idea what's going on, and I have the script right in front of me. Oh well, here we go.
Dearest Velveeta, I hope you and your boobs are well. My dick is sad.
What's that?
Oh, not you, Dick. I'm writing to my girlfriend about my penis.
Oh, okay.
Will you shut up and keep your head down? Eat shit, wizard. Don't call me that. I'm in disguise.
Whatever.
Seriously, if anyone finds out he's a wizard in the Outer Lands, he's dead. Yeah, it wasn't my idea to come here. Exactly, Barfield. Let's just find these fuck-off rocks and go. It's not that simple. Nothing is ever simple with you fucking wizards.
Well, you see, Liam, that's the normal outcome for bureaucrats.
I listened to you for an hour and a half yesterday. Shut the fuck up. Whatever, Dick here's the one that's gonna turn me in. You watch.
Well, now he's calling me a bootlicker, Liam.
We guys knock it off. Exactly. What's the point of having a conversation if you're not gonna speak in good faith? Fuck centaurs.
I just want somebody to brush me, you know?
Or you guys could just stab each other to death.
You guys, we need to be careful.
What is it?
Well, according to this map I bought at the Potion and Save, we're traveling through the hunting lands of the saber-toothed squirrel.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're surrounded by saber-toothed squirrel assholes, guys.
You could have said that before, Dick.
No, I could say a lot of things.
Well, we appreciate it when you warn us of danger, Dick.
I don't smell any angry buttholes.
Well, that's good to hear.
Except the wizard, of course.
Eat shit, you commie horse wannabe. Again, we gotta keep it down.
I don't think it's the squirrels we need to worry about.
Is there something we should know, Dick?
Well, you should know that once you open the Pandora's box of government force...
I mean about our current situation.
I think what I'm saying is applicable.
Are there any angry assholes out there ready to kill us or do some sort of pouncing?
I'm pretty sure nature's default setting is danger and wanting to pounce.
What's the fucking wildlife situation out there, Dick?
Well, let's see. I smell dingo flies.
Okay.
Big tit mice.
Weird.
Saber-tooth squirrels.
And they're the size of beagles around here.
Yeah, they smell pretty hardy.
Yikes.
Plus I smell canine.
Wolves.
I smell gremlins. I think there's some sparrows. Also lots of lizards. I mean, there's geckos, a giant dragon. Plus there's lots of toads.
Yeah, what was that bit about the dragon?
Oh, yeah, they got huge dragons in the Outer Lands.
Yeah, you pretty much slayed all the dragons in Marnia.
Yeah, well, this one's the biggest dragon I've ever smelled.
Right, well, have fun then. Yeah.
You know, maybe he shouldn't kill every single dragon in all of the land.
What are you talking about?
Maybe we should save some dragons, like not kill them all.
What, have you been smurfing? Dragons are the plague of Marnia. Yeah, them and mosquitoes. Fucking things.
No, actually, those are the dingo flies.
Why are they all landing in my crotch?
They're dick biters, Liam. I don't know.
Evolution's a strange thing.
Oh, don't start with that shit.
Evolution's a scientific fact, Father.
This is why they wouldn't let you into Hogwarts.
I'm a man of science, Father.
You play the lute at bars for drunk people.
I still believe in reason and science, and evolution is a fact.
Everyone knows that the Wizard King made the universe with his wizard wand. Wait, is that what you wizards believe? Shut the fuck up, Liam.
The theory of evolution doesn't need the wizard wand hypothesis to be true.
Doesn't matter. Shut up,
Yes,
all
it
of you.
does.
Here we are. What is this place? It's the Temple of Cockawomble. Oh, it's just a pile of rocks now. Yeah, we're close enough. Whoa, Dick, whoa.
Yeah, I'm woeing.
All right. I gotta do this on my own. Do what? Inside that temple is a gauntlet of booby traps. Shit. Actually, it'd be nice if fucking Barfield was here. Well, he's killing the dragon.
Oh, actually, check it out. Look.
Oh, he's in a hurry. Shit, what's wrong with him?
It looks like his tail feathers are on fire.
Yep, slow down.
The size of a mountain?
Wait, you're no match for it?
What do you mean it's coming this way?
Yeah, I would upgrade that dragon's asshole to angry.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, it's also headed this way at a very quick pace.
Well, that's not good. What do you mean you want to see Areola? I forbid you to see each other. That's not up to you, Areola. Get back in my beard. I'm not being a cunt. Keep your cloaca lump in your non-pants. What? I don't know what pigeons do for sex. Just shut the fuck up and follow me into the temple. Shit, dragon.
Yeah, angry asshole.
Run, you fucking idiots.
I'll grab the hobbits.
Narrowly avoiding the dragon fire somehow, they hid inside the ruins of the temple, but they would quickly find out the Outer Lands are just as dumb as fucking Marnia.
Now, we might want to take our chances with the dragon. I don't know what that asshole is I smell, but it is goofy.
Well, you non-wizards shouldn't be in here. Well, I don't want to be out there with the fucking dragon.
What the fuck you drag us into this time, sis? Yeah, what the fuck's this?
Yeah, you guys just wake up in the darndest places, don't you?
Yes, sis, I don't really like it.
Well, I have no idea how to keep you non-magical folk alive in here, so...
It's meant to kill all non-wizards.
Super. Whatever. Schmighty boo bitey, give me some lighty. All right, we've heard some stupid spells. That one's up there. Well, we got light now, don't we?
Yeah, can I just point out that I'm a horse and I'm in a temple, and I probably shouldn't be in a temple, you know.
You're all gonna die in here, horsey man. All right, whatever. You might not.
Yeah, we hobbits were talking it over. Yeah, we've been talking. And we thought now would be a good time to do some drugs. Yeah, got some drugs?
Yeah.
And so while the wizard and Albus go deeper and deeper into the temple, the rest of the gang decide to wait out the dragon and not fuck around with no shitty titty traps. And I don't give a crap.
The wizard and asparagus sure have been gone a long time.
Well, I'm sure they're dead, but the dragon's still out there.
Damn. Yeah, the hobbits are passed out. Big smiles on their faces. That one's got a heart on.
You know, I could step on both their heads right now and save us a lot of trouble.
That's enough for you, Dick. Is the dragon still out there, serious?
Oh, yeah, he's out there pacing.
What do you mean we might be in here for weeks? Fuck that. We don't even have enough food to last a couple of days. I mean, unless we eat Dick here.
Or unless I eat you.
All right, let's nobody eat anybody.
I mean, we could eat the hobbits.
I heard that.
Yeah, how do you like it when the shoe's on the other foot?
I don't wear shoes. Yeah, we don't wear shoes.
And I'm sure that's a very large contributor to your very unpleasant smell.
Yeah, fuck you. Yes.
It's a fact.
The fact is, we're stuck inside a wizard temple that's designed to kill us, with door number 2 being a super dragon out there to kill us. Oh, look, the dumb fucks lived. Welcome back, wizard and horsey sauce.
Horsey. Oh, Arby's. Yeah.
Well, there was no fuck-off rock here.
Yeah, but we both probably took 150 years off our lives.
Yeah, staring into that mirror of cockawomble.
Serious.
So you didn't even get the rune thing? Yeah, somebody already came and got this one.
Wait, what?
I'm not the only wizard to have ever been kicked out of the order.
That's because most of you wizards are corrupt.
Shut your face. So how do we know there are any of these runes left? I don't fucking know. So we're just gonna go to each temple just to find that they're all empty? It's possible.
There are other ways to be reinstated to the order.
Yeah, but I'm not doing them. All right, well, in the immediate now, we've got the fucking dragon outside. What do we do? Well, I could make you all invisible. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, hell no.
I could shrink you down in size. No, we've done that.
Yeah, we're pretty low on dragon semen anyway.
Unless one of you wants to go jerk the one off outside? Not it. Nope.
No way. Sis.
Yeah, looking at you, Barfield. Well, if you have a better idea, I'd like to hear it.
Double short.
Yeah, it's like a medium. Yeah, it's a medium.
And then there was one.
Oh, thank God.
And this week, Book of Shmoggi and Gunnar Halifax have smushed together.
The spin-off spun back on again.
It's that pesky centrifugal force, Steve.
Okay.
And for some dumb reason, I call shows like this Book of Shmoggifax.
Dr. Shmoggi was on Gunnar Halifax in the fucking beginning.
I sleep like 20 hours a week, Steve.
Yikes, nobody asked you to do this.
I'm compelled, and I have those bosses in the Patreon.
Those filthy stinkers.
Steve, they help us upgrade gear, they help us pay your damn salary,
Yeah.
they pay for the helicopter,
Right.
And we did buy all the baked beans in Eastern Washington for Post-Apocalyptica.
Oh, yeah, the dumb Thursday show.
Right, we have a Wednesday show, The Dipshit Files with Mrs. Scriptkeeper, and a Friday show, Just a Ride, with Jeff Ketchell and Shaden Hutchman and myself.
They're all varying degrees of meh.
Well, we have one thing in common, Steve.
What?
I don't know, carbon. Whatever, space dumb time, I'm doing the Dr. Shmoggi song.
Shmoggi.
Captain's diary. Star date. What's the star date?
Stardate is 100547.22, Captain.
Isn't it like December on Earth at this point?
Yeah, it's December 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, can we get the meeting started so we can be going on with thing that we be doing?
Yeah. I have my officers together because it's a stupid fucking holiday and we gotta do it.
This is fun holiday.
Hey, this is pretty much the only one I look forward to.
Right, so in space, every day is a fucking holiday or two.
Basically.
And this one is universal. Tell your boss to fuck off and not get fired day.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Right, well, I prefer yesterday, which was Marky Mark Day, which celebrates birthmarks and guys named Mark.
I'd like to keep my Marky Mark decorations up till just a week before Christmas.
No one cares about your life, Lieutenant Sightseff. All right, we're all here except for Shmoggy. Who's doing Book of Shmoggy? Fuck him.
I thought we were supposed to do Book of Shmoggy right after this.
If I feel like it. Tell your boss to fuck off and not get fired day. Kind of takes it out of me.
I wrote the speech, Captain.
Can't you each just kick me in the dick and get it over with?
We'd love to until we figured out that you like that.
No, I don't hate it.
Shall we begin the ritual?
You guys aren't going to burn incense and ring that bell, are you?
Fuck yeah, we are.
You're not going to hand out voodoo dolls like you did last year, are you?
Yeah, they're called puppets, Captain, and fuck yes we are.
No, I feel like that wasn't very nice.
It is part of the tradition, Captain.
Where did you come from?
I wouldn't tell your boss to fuck off and not get fired.
Right, it is best time of year.
It's one of my species' oldest and the most honored traditions.
Well, besides collecting your eye boogers for a salad that you feed to your firstborn.
That is called the salad of life, and it helps my species.
That's enough, Dr. Shmoggy. Just everyone kick me in the balls once and let's get this fucking over with so I can go play Skyrim.
No, Captain, we have to do this traditionally the correct way.
You're not going to tie me up and gag me, are you?
Oh, fuck yeah, we are.
That's my third favorite part.
Beavis fucking Bordak.
Well, you make Slev feel bad.
Well, I'm trying to
and even though you make positive comments about Slev's ass.
You do have a fantastic ass.
I do have fantastic ass, but it's still exploiting of meat.
What the fuck are you telling us, Slev?
No, so you not be owning Slev. Slev owns Slev meat.
I look at your contract.
I've been telling you about the hyperconverter for 6 cycles. What's he leaving to die all the time?
I do that to everybody.
Then you still owe me 800 credits for drugs.
Oh, where to begin, you shit stain of my existence. Seeing you tied up there and gagged makes me kind of want to punch you in the face a lot.
Not in the holidays.
Fuck off, Captain. You self-centered, self-aggrandizing, lying, cheating, stealing, no talent, no couth, no brain cell having, motherfucking, nerf chode licking, bantha humping, gambling, womanizing, immoral, unscrupulous, misandrous, misogynist, misanthrope. You're a speciesist, a Yodaphobe, a hobophobe, a mobophobe, an Anakin Skywalkerphobe, a xenophobe, a left-handophobe, and I'm pretty sure you hate baby things that are cute.
You made me feel bad for 10 cycles?
Toaster.
You hire people that crash me?
You're just sitting in a chair.
You're always getting me shot at?
I'm not tired.
I'm not a 2008 Toyota Corolla, I'm a goddamn spaceship.
You're not the spaceship, you're the toaster.
Dr. Shmoggy thinks that he should have Butkus stay in his room.
Get the fuck out of here.
And you fucking never stock the food that Dr. Shmoggy eats.
What the food you eat?
I've never eaten a crew member that you hired.
Okay.
Dr. Shmoggy's fecal flaps are not disgusting.
They're on your face.
It's helped my species.
And that's why Wondermere and I feel you're a tosser.
Let's do it.
Also, I've asked for haggis for about 3 cycles now. I've not seen it.
You were dead for 2 of them.
In a sense, I was dead. Hey, so we'd like haggis. And also go fuck yourself, you cunt.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm a red shirt, you're my boss.
So I'm gonna sell your organs.
You know, I'm a person and you can't just sell my organs.
I'm gonna sell your blood, bones, and skin too. Captain's diary. Star date. Similar to the last one. Fuck my dumb crew. I hope you all get space AIDS and someone shoots your dog.
Oh, that's all in good fun, Captain.
Yeah, super fun. You know what I learn every year?
That you are beloved.
Right.
No, that you're all ingrates.
Right.
Well, you did mutiny like 4 or 5 times this year.
Well, there was that one big one.
You are monster, Lieutenant Biambi.
But remember, it wasn't me, it was that possessed shirt.
Whatever, fuck all of you.
Captain, that goes against the principle of tell your boss to fuck off and not get fired day.
Whatever, I'm gonna go watch scantily clad Rancorians step on womp rats on the dark web.
Captain, that's fucking gross.
Not as gross as having to sit there and watch Dr. Shmoggy tell me about his face anus.
Well, my face anus works as what?
Why are you here?
It's a vent for toxins.
No, why is your face anus there? Why are you on my ship?
What, I live here.
You have your own ship and you're doing Book of Shmoggy.
Dr. Shmoggy's here for the holidays.
You snuck the Wookiee on my ship, didn't you?
What? No, Captain.
There's a fucking Wookiee on my ship, isn't there?
I would never do that, Captain.
Bantha poodoo, Dr. Shmoggy.
Yes, but kiss the captain is onto us. It's very nice of you, but I don't need you to rip his arms off again. Yes, he is the worst alien, yes, but he must fulfill his destiny. Whatever, fuck the captain. You can stay here. Who's a buddy?
Book of Shmoggifax.
And those are all the skit-skaticals for today.
Fucking what?
And I bet you know who I want to thank. I want to thank Mrs. Scriptkeeper.
Sometimes I think she's gonna throttle me.
She is, Steve, and it's one of a myriad of reasons why I love her.
Fine.
Mrs. Scriptkeeper and I do a show called The Dipshit Files every single Wednesday.
I learned.
It's true crime this week. That's Wednesdays on the SKATCAST Network right here.
They know where they are.
Also thanks to my co-hosts in Just a Ride podcast, Jeff Getchell, Shaden Hutchman.
Couple weird dudes.
Every Friday morning, the 3 of us show up in your inbox. And speaking for myself, I say just terribly dumb things all the time.
That's true.
Probably for some of you, the most terribly dumb and out of touch things that you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah, you get it, Zach.
Right, well, come watch me fall off the roller coaster of life with my buddies.
They're both pretty good.
It's just a conversation every week, so join us if you'd like. And that show has a separate Patreon because we have different goals than what we have here at SKATCAST, but, patreon.com, fucking just a ride pod or whatever it is.
Yeah, no thanks.
And of course, patreon.com/SKATCAST makes me do cartwheels immediately.
Although you shouldn't, it does hurt, Zach, and I like that.
Yeah, I always hurt myself. But if you'd like me to, do cartwheels for you, patreon.com.
Yikes.
Big thanks to our trusted turd triad, Don the Shitbox Wizard. He is making this social media experience quite fun. And he's the Facebook guy. He's also in Discord.
He's the wizard.
If you're lucky, you can find a video by Madison Fisher, who has made the adventures of Turbo Kitty.
They're awesome.
But they're exclusive to the Shitbox, baby.
They're pretty adorable.
I think they are written, produced, directed, and illustrated, and starring our youngest scat sack.
Wait, kids are listening to this show?
Well, I mean, like smart kids.
No, this show's not for kids.
Oh, absolutely, right. But, smart kids.
No kids.
I'm not going to tell people how to parent.
I will. Don't let your kids listen to this show. Fuck.
Oh, shit, I'm getting a note from the SKATCAST lawyers. Definitely don't listen to the show, kids.
Fuck!
Chris the Discord Dookie Slayer, he is out there on the internet on all of the platforms, and he's doing wonderful things for SKATCAST.
I'll give you a slap.
Yeah, social media is a contact sport, Steve.
What?
Chris the Discord Dookie Slayer, he's in there to do what he does.
Slay.
Actually, he's a moderator, and he's very nice.
Right.
And also to Bodhi Senyata, we call him the Quartermaster because the ice walls. More like fun as fuck, am I right?
Not even a little.
But Bodhi does research for us, and he also does all sorts of internet stuff. It's just wonderful having them involved. Also, we've been very thankful to the Godhead and to the Garbage Disposal on Facebook and beyond. They've taken a hold of the SKATCAST flag, and they have done awesome things for the show. And the Godhead, I'm not allowed to talk about, just a little bit maybe, but I can tell you, Alan Sweeting,
GD.
Thank you, brother. And to all of you running the SKATCAST Reddit and the SKATCAST Messengers and the SKATCAST this and that, I gotta say, it blows my mind every day, and this is the craziest underground thing I've ever been a part of. So cheers to the Scat Sacks, the Scooper Troopers, all the litter mates in the box.
This is all your fault.
Yeah, and thank you for that.
Oh.
But since you made it this far, it's been a while since I played some music.
Oh, crap.
The new Sovereign album is out. You can order it from the website, but only the physical disc with one bonus song.
Why?
We're releasing the digital stuff after the new year.
Why?
Because we're doing stuff, Steve. I played most of the songs from the album on this show at some point, but I haven't played this one.
Is this your Johnny Cash wannabe one?
Well, I don't know how to take that, Steve, but it's called Wrong Too Long.
He's trying to sound like Johnny Cash.
Whatever. Stay tuned after the theme song for the song Wrong Too Long from Sovereign of the Non-Prophet's new album, Post-Apocalyptic Love Songs III.
How in the fuck are people supposed to remember all that?
I'm sure they're fine, and as always, we'll talk at you in the future. It'll seem like the present.
I've lived 1,000 lifetimes in this wasteland of my mind. I've wrestled with the darkness that keeps me undecided. I've noticed that I'm living just to say I get along. I'm marching to a beat, but I've never played the drum. But I've been wrong. I've been wrong too long. I've been wrong. I've been wrong too long. I've ambled through the fringes of the chaos of our time and found an enemy that lives behind my foolish eyes. There's no way I could slay the one, for we are both the same. I'll burn those goddamn bridges down so we all have to swim. But I've been wrong. I've been wrong too long. I've been wrong. I've been wrong too long.
And also scum.